Thank you, Sarah. Well, like all special occasions, the holidays, of course, mean a huge helping of food, from turkey to the mass quantities of sweet
I
treats.
cannot wait. And this smells really, really
Yeah,
good
it
this
does.
morning. But resisting that tasty spread could be hard for some, especially those living with type 2 diabetes. And here to help us out this morning, Dr. Garrett Peel with Previty Clinic, on how those guests can enjoy their time, even though they can't indulge in everything.
It's a
right?
struggle.
It is a struggle. We
Yeah.
all struggle with this. And essentially, during the holidays, we
It's hard.
quadruple our calorie intake.
Oh my gosh.
Essentially, for the 1 week at Thanksgiving and the 2 weeks at Christmas.
For
it
the
is
whole duration.
So what does that do to
quadruple our
our
calorie
pounds
intake.
gained?
People average 5 pounds over the holidays,
holidays.
gain of 5 pounds. But more importantly, we 10 times our sugar quantity intake. So the sugar that we usually say eat in February is 10 times that of which
Wow.
we eat in November and December. And certainly we're talking about type 2 diabetes today. And type 2 diabetes is a disease. It is a almost epidemic in our country, and it's linked a lot of times to obesity. And it's when the body does not use sugar effectively. Insulin is made from our body so that we bring down our sugar levels with the food that we eat. And in type 2 diabetes, the receptors on the cells don't work anymore. We have increased resistance to that insulin. And
That's
so
just from eating too much sugar and your
it's
body
usually
just stops
from making
doing it right?
eating so much sugar that the insulin can't keep up
Right.
with the sugar intake. And so
Wow.
that's when we see other medical problems develop, because our hemoglobin A1C is skyrocketing and our sugar is not being used effectively in our body, and it's
Yeah.
a very dangerous thing.
So if you have the disease, or if you think you may be at risk for having the disease, what should we consider as we go into the holidays as far as our intake?
Well, essentially, it's important to plan ahead. And if you are a diabetic, think about how I can get through this holiday season by planning ahead through eating healthy, snacking frequently, focusing on more protein than carbohydrates. Bring your own dish. A dish that you can create to a family gathering that is not high in calories, that's not high in sugar intake, and also substitute those pure sugar with potentially a substitute,
Yeah, sure.
and or essentially decrease the amount of salt
That
as
way
well.
you don't feel like you're missing out on something.
You bet.
Yeah.
Also, ask, is alcohol going to be involved? If so, you can plan for that ahead of time. Reduce your portion size. The goal is to enjoy but don't overindulge,
Right.
by essentially choosing fruit and dessert that are small portions rather than large portions. I tell my patients, have a family member make your plate for you.
That's a good idea.
Go around the buffet with your family and say, I want this, 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 and this.
Because they
And,
may be more, I guess,
you know,
careful to
our-
put things
their
in their
eyes
mouth
are not as
already.
big as
Yeah.
our eyes.
If I'm cutting my piece
This
of
is how
pie,
much you
it's
should
way
have,
different.
honey.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So, we have some examples here. A small piece of cake
go.
and or small bites are important, but also a sugar substitute dessert you can find at your local grocery store or bakery. They're getting more popular because people are trying to battle the bulge and also help decrease their risk of either getting diabetes or worsening their diabetes.
And I think as a cook, we need to be aware of that. I've found stevia recently, and that's a great sugar substitute that's not harmful. It doesn't have the aspartame and that kind of thing.
That's
and
right.
applesauce, you can use as an alternative
true.
in a lot of
Absolutely.
cakes and things like
Lots
that.
of different options to include in your meals. Also, exercise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be active.
Go for a
plan,
walk after
plan
Thanksgiving.
Right after
something
dinner, sure.
as a family activity after that Thanksgiving and Christmas meal or holiday meal, and get the family out. Do flag football, walk around, do bicycles, something to help our body use that those extra calories in the right way. But more importantly, people can cure their diabetes by losing their weight for the most part.
Right.
By losing the weight, the cells work better, the insulin resistance goes down, and you have a healthier life.
And you can still enjoy the holidays,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to deprive
Just
yourself.
don't
Just
eat
be more
overindulge.
Overindulge.
Enjoy.
Indulge and enjoy.
That's right.
little
In moderation.
pieces.
Yeah,
just a
absolutely.
little.
Bites.
And just because these are small, don't eat the whole plate, which is
That's
something
what I thought I
would
was going
probably
to do.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
There you go. Good advice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Coming up, Jeff will have another check of our Wednesday forecast.